And hello again. And I know I'll probably have to pay $14 for saying that because it's copyrighted, but I'll pay that $14 every week if I get to sit over here and say this is the opening. So by me sitting over here, you guys know that I won last week in Showcase Showdown when we did, let's see, who was that? Gary Carter. And before that was George Brett. So that's two in a row. And that's two times in a row I get to say yo, hello, yo, and hello. And this is the third time. Welcome, everybody, to Showcase Showdown. I'm Chris. That guy is Mike. Mike, say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody. Jeez, this is. I don't know how much more. Our friendship is hanging by a string right now. It is hanging on by a thread at this moment. You better watch yourself.
Friends I have, a lot of wins in Showcase Showdown, I don't. So I'm going to relish this for a little bit. And so last week we had a good time doing Gary Carter. It was we got to show a lot of cards, a lot of good looking cards. And today we're going to do Duke Snider. So I'm glad we're doing him to give him some recognition on here. What do you think about Duke Snider?
Well, before we get to Snider, Chris, you realize it's 5-4 for this season. This is episode 10. You are one win away from being tied going into the stretch run of season 2.
Yeah. I tell you what, I'm losing that humbleness though, and I like it though. I like it, but it has been fun, right? We've had all the cards.
Yeah.
We've shown everybody's been close for. The George Brett wasn't close, but you had all the cards, so it's not like
I didn't remember. Well, I have all the cards. Yes.
Yes, and you did. So, when you tell them the rules and remind them of the rules, that I don't care how I won, I just won. You know what I'm saying? But again, we're having a great time showing cards. Duke Snider's going to be fun for us.
Yeah, and Duke Snider, in the triad of New York baseball teams in the golden era of the 50s and early 60s, prior to the move of the Dodgers and the Giants, the capital of baseball was New York. You had the Giants with Willie Mays, the Yankees with Mickey Mantle, of course, and then Duke Snider always felt like the stepchild compared to those two guys. And there's no question that Mays and Mantle had better careers, but Duke Snider was kind of the heart and soul of that team with so many great players: Campanella, Reese, Jackie Robinson, Carl Erskine, and Johnny Padres. And they were stacked, right? And so he was also one of the few guys that made the move. Camping didn't go. Reese went, but Jackie didn't go to LA. So he kind of bridges that gap. He bridges the gap into Koufax era, Drysdale, those guys. He's still a Dodger. And so he is a Dodgers legend, no question, and deservedly a Hall of Famer. He was really, really good.
And I tell you what, I believe this is true. And if you don't look it up, it is true. Okay. So, but I think that I actually think that Duke Snider had more home runs than anybody in the 50s. And it's either home runs or RBI. And that's crazy to think of with all the great players that was in the 50s. But I tell you what, how would you like to be a center fielder for any other team during the reign of Willie, Mickey, and the Duke, right? I mean, Richie Ashburn, Vada Pinson, some of those guys were great players. And like you said, Duke Snider was kind of overshadowed by Mays and Mantle. But I'd have hate to been a center fielder anywhere else because Duke got immortalized in a song, right? And he had a great following. He played on some great teams. He's going to be fun. He's going to be fun to show cards. And he's another one, I believe, that looked older when he was younger.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah. And
his last few cards, he looks like my grandfather.
Exactly.
My grandfather's dead. He still looks like him.
Well, but he's 10 years he's 10 years younger than us. Is basically, is 12 years younger than us, and you
What's
might
this
look
us
that
stuff?
old.
That
I
can't
don't.
be right.
Well, I don't look that old, but he's 17 years younger than me in this last photo.
Okay.
So
And he doesn't. Yeah. Well, let me tell everybody the rules real quick, since that's
okay.
my job, sitting over here in the bitch seat, and you're
Oh,
driving.
yeah.
Uh,
Let me just listen to you here. Tell us
yeah.
all.
Well, hopefully you're going to enjoy this. Hopefully you're going to play along with us. If you want to push pause, go grab all your Duke Snider cards, bring them back, put them in order. We're using the tops. I mean, I'm sorry, the Duke Snider basic set registry. He does have some Bowman cards and some other weird stuff we're going to show you in a little bit. But he's got 20 cards in that set registry. So if you want to go look that up, those are easy to look up on PSA. Just pull up a player and find a card, and you can find that set registry. 20 cards, 64. I said last week 63. I was wrong. It was 64 tops is this last card, all the way back to his rookie 1949. If you have the card, you're going to get 5 points. If you have it graded, you're going to get added to that 5 points the numeric grade of that card for a total score on each card. We'll add them all up. The rookie card's worth double at the end, and we'll see who wins. Chris is on a roll. He's won 2 in a row. He's going to try to make it 3, but I'm tired of this sitting over here. So I'm going to take him out. I'm just calling it right now. We don't have to bother playing. You can just give up.
Well, no, I want to play, but I'm missing. I got his cards, but I only count 19 cards here, but I know I got all his cards, but we'll see. We might have to call a timeout and punt here in the middle of this thing, because I was sitting here with a ton of confidence until you said 20 cards, and I should have counted them.
You should have counted. Yeah. Well,
okay.
We're going to get going. I want to first thank, before we get started, our sponsor of the show, Penny Sleever. Down below, you're going to see a link to the pennysleever.com. You can go there and get semi-rigids and top loaders and everything, penny sleeves, you name it. Go grab all of that at the Penny Sleever. The folks over there are awesome. They're going to take care of you. And if you use the discount code SHOWCASE, you're going to get 10% off. Chris and I both love the products. We encourage you just to try it out, see if it makes sense for your collection. Order a couple of things and just see. And while you're at it, get 10% off. So let's get going. I'm the visitor, Chris. So I guess I'll go first, with his last card.
Well,
of course.
Oh, I don't like this already, Mike. I don't like this already. I'm getting nervous here. So, yep.
We'll lead us going. Off. This is his last card, which is in a Mets uniform, which is interesting. He was playing for his buddy Gil Hodges, I think was the manager of the Mets in 64, if I remember. Or Stengel left after, Gil Hodges, I think, took up after that. But here's his last card. Oh, I got to put this in Showdown mode. Hold on. Boom. I have it in a 6. Am I going to start with a lead?
You are going to start with a lead because I have one in a 3. If you give me like 20 seconds, I'll go get it.
Go. I'll
it?
Entertain everyone for 20 seconds.
Oh, this is a new thing in Showcase Showdown. Wow, look at this. Okay, I'm going. Entertain people.
So you guys see what I have to work with. The guy's not even prepared. He doesn't have all the cards out. This isn't hard. This is not rocket science or brain surgery. It's pulling cards. How hard can it really be? But I'm going to give some grace. I'm going to, this is my show. I guess I could, say that doesn't count. He has it in a 3. We'll see if that's actually true. But thank you, everybody, so much thank you for watching the show and enjoying our banter back and forth and letting us have fun teasing each other. And again, hopefully you're playing along, because that's the fun part. Come on, Chris. It's been longer than 20 seconds.
I'm trying to make it through my card making machine.
Jeez. He's printing it on his Xerox machine right now or something. Good grief. We're down to the last few episodes of this season, so it's going to be tight going to the end, the home stretch here.
I did lie to you, Mike. I did lie to you because I have a 4.
Oh, well, now you have 20 cards in front of you at least.
I have 20 cards in front of me, so you know where I am on this. And you know what? That's the kind of guy you are, Mike. Giving up time so I can show a card.
I got to go rearrange my sock drawer. And so let's get this show on the road. Keep going. 63.
Okay, 63. Another one that he looks a little bit older in. I have mine in a 6.
Well, crap. Because I have a 3.
Oh. Ooh, okay.
This isn't good.
Do I have a lead? Do I have a lead right now?
You have a lead right now, yes.
Okay. Well, I think my wife's calling me. I might have to. We'll stop it right there.
Zero chance after me giving you that grace to go find that 64. There is zero chance that's happening.
Okay.
62. Last Dodgers card, and I have that in a 5.
Well, get you some points. I really like this card, but I only have a 3.
I feel like this is going to be a seesaw back and forth.
Yeah, I don't know about this, but again, let me brag a little bit again to get back on track. You got me off track there a little bit. I'm the only one tonight that can win 3 in a row. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I get it. By the way, Snider cards, just for everybody's edification, are not expensive, compared to Mantle and May, for who he was, the kind of player he was, the area he played in. You can get his stuff at very reasonable prices, even for kind of mid to higher grade stuff. So if you don't have a lot of Snider cards, we know that people watch this show and get inspired to go buy some. Feel free. His stuff's good.
And where do you have him as a Dodger, ranked as a Dodger? I mean, especially a Brooklyn Dodger.
Oh, he's with Brooklyn Dodgers. He's top 5 all time.
Agreed. I think so too. Too.
For sure.
So especially as a player. Now, he's overlooked every once in a while, but
yeah,
as a player, I have my 61 in a 2.
I have a 5.5.
Woo!
That's what I like. I like some breathing room. I like breathing room, and I've got it now.
That's going to hurt, but there's going to be a couple of them here that's going to hurt me.
Well, next up is one of the weird cards. He has a 1960 Leaf, which I do not have. So that's a big goose egg for me. 0.
Yeah, so I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna need this. That's why I was begging so much on that first card. But I have one in a 3.
Oh, that's an 8-pointer for you. 8-0 on that. That's a big deal.
That feels good. That feels good right there.
Well, now you've got a good, healthy lead. So let's see if I can get it back here. 60 tops.
Okay, 1960. I have one in a 5.
You're padding your lead because I have a 4.
Wow.
Oh, cool card though.
Pretty card.
Isn't that a great card? Absolutely. My dogs, of course, are going nuts.
They're cheering for me. You hear that?
I'm sure. All right. 59. Here's where I hope this works. I've got a 6.
Yeah, that's a nice card. It's almost as nice as my 6.
Ah, darn it. Yours is way better centered than mine. But okay. Now I'm getting nervous. Now I'm the one that's nervous.
Well, you're gonna get unnervous right here.
Okay.
58. I have the card, but 1958. I have a 1.5.
Ooh. I have a 5.5.
Oh gosh, that gets you a lot of points back. And I look at this thing. This is a pretty card.
Yeah.
But this is one you can't see them, but there's like a spider web kind of face on this, and I just love it though. It's a good card, nice card, my card.
The 57 is one of my favorite Snider cards, so much so that I have it in a 6.5.
Dang, that's a nice card. I have mine in a 5.
Yeah. I love half grades on this stuff. Some people don't like them. I'm a half grade fan. Speaking of halves, we're halfway through.
Okay.
What are you thinking about everything?
I think I better have a little bit of a lead.
You're down 1 point. It's 81.5 to 80.5. I am in the lead.
Oh,
but not by much.
I'm gonna, people that are watching this needs to go back and double check this for me. I'm gonna, I don't know, I'm gonna lose some here as well. Beautiful card. Love him crossing home plate. I have mine in a 1.5.
I have a 5 in my number, but it's just a 5 straight up. So
ooh, that increases that lead.
It does. Okay, 55 tops. Again, lazy tops. They have the same portrait picture of Duke, but I got a 4.
I didn't lose anything. I have a 4.
Okay. Holding serve.
Probably my favorite.
On these, we'll do the Bowmans first, right?
Okay.
Let's do the Bowmans first in the years that he has both.
Okay. This is the one I'm counting on to get points on you. I have a 54 Bowman in a 6.
Well, maybe not as many as you'd hoped because I have a 5.
Dang it.
But that's not bad. You got a point there.
I need more of those points.
Okay. 54 tops. I love it when these stars have each card. And I'm going to talk about one in a second that I wish he had, but 54 tops. I love the green. I have a 4. Beautiful 4.
I too have a 4.
What if we tied every card? How crazy would that episode be?
that would be crazy. That'd be crazy. I don't think we could stage that.
Snider doesn't have a 53 tops. How cool would a 53 tops Duke Snider be for that set?
Oh,
that'd be awesome. It's a shame he doesn't have one. But he does have a 53 Bowman color. And I have that in a 5.
Man, I too have a 5. I was hoping for a little bit of points there.
I'm not sorry to disappoint you.
Yeah, I hear this. I hear it. I got a lot to overcome, and it's going to be tough with this 1952 in a 2.
Oh, the tops? You're not going to do his Bowman?
Oh, I'll do his tops. I already screwed that up.
Yeah, that's what you're the driver. Like, you're supposed to know all the rules. I have his 52 tops in a 3.
Okay.
So that's not a cheap card.
No, it's not. It's not.
Not
I'm
cheap.
glad to have it.
Okay. Now we can do 52 Bowman. I have that in a 5.
Dang it. That's a nice card. I have mine in a 2.
Well, you have it. That's the important thing. Okay. I'm feeling pretty good right now.
I would imagine. And with is it my turn to show?
It is.
The 51
Bowman.
Or 51 Bowman.
What are you doing down there? I don't trust you. Are you like switching cards and like changing flips and stuff? Writing your numbers?
You got me flustered from the start. I was not prepared. I thought I was prepared, and I don't know. But I have mine in a 2.
And I have mine in a 3. Love the background of this card with Ebbets Field and the guy, the people in the stands, and that's such a great card. 51 tops. which is a set, everyone. 51 Tops are cards, and I love them. It's a game for sure, but I have it in a 3.
And this was my only hope of winning. It was you not having that card. I have mine in a 3.5.
Well, you get a half point there for that. So you got to be kind of proud for a moment.
Yeah, kinda.
All right. Your turn on 50 Bowman.
1950 Bowman. This also is kind of a tough card, and I have mine in a 2.
I have a beautiful, nicely
Wow.
centered 3.5.
Yeah, that's gorgeous there, Mike.
My kind of card right there.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty.
Well, we're going in the last card. Do you want to know as we get hit the rookie? You're down 10.5 points.
Are you noticing how humble I've been coming in my tone of my voice?
As the grades start getting shown, you're like, well, okay.
Yeah, and I really wasn't that excited when I beat you the last couple of times. I mean, you saw how kind of calm I kept it, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I saw.
Okay. Well, the rookie card's worth double.
It is.
And I know you have it.
I do.
I have a nice one. I have mine in a 4.5.
Well, I have a 2. And I bought this from Blue Jacket 66.
So I picked up a little bit of points, but just not enough.
I don't think it's enough, but it did make it at least not a complete blowout. But the streak is over, 187 to 181.5.
Oh.
Frank the Tank.
Well,
Final. That's what I've been missing the last couple of weeks. Good grief.
All right. I guess I'm going to have to shave now, change my underwear. I was so superstitious. I've gone 3 weeks without changing my underwear. So
we could do something. The next guy that loses has to shave their head, but that wouldn't affect me much. So that
mine's all gray.
Right.
I'm gonna hold on to it. I'm gonna hold on to mine as long as I can.
Oh, that gives me a little cushion on the season, 6-4 now. So I feel much better. But we are going to do my favorite part of the show now, which is figure out who is next week. Let's pull up the wheel of names. We're down to 4 episodes, Chris. We're going to be done before Christmas.
Well, we may have to have a different challenge of some sort just to keep Showcase Showdown going for a little bit. But
a couple of bonus episodes. We got to figure out some years we can do. Hey, if you're out there and you're watching at this point, give us some suggestions, either some players you haven't seen or some year Hall of Famer runs you'd love to see, different cards. We will take it under consideration. So let's spin the wheel. Down to 4. So Bob Feller. How cool is that one going to be?
Those are going to be, I need to see what his run is, but those are going to be some neat cards to show.
Yeah. Bob Feller, so good. What a great ambassador for the game Bob Feller was, and just for Cleveland. And, yeah, that's going to be awesome. So, wow. I can't wait to be on that. I can't wait till next time because I'm excited.
I tell you, I'm excited. I you know this, but he is the greatest pitcher I ever caught. So I actually, we'll talk about that more when we get to Bob Feller. No, I'm not Bob Feller's age, but we'll talk about that on the next show.
That's a story I can't wait to hear. So
there you go.
Well, thanks so much, everybody, for watching my victory. And we will talk to you guys next week or see you next week. Remember, leave us comments down below. We appreciate it. We read them. We appreciate you guys. Have a good one and keep collecting.